My contribution is behind those two sight glasses on the left. We have actually, each of the cells has an ammeter on it, knowing that our current, you'll notice there's 6 of them, that's for each one of each of the cells. Center switch is the selector switch from gas to electric arc. You notice there are taps through the face. Our core is a Lincoln arc welder. So we said, well, why not include arc welding with the machine? So you have, notice a single tube coming out of the face there just below the gas pressure gauge and the pressure valving right above that, and the hose leads out. But all of your conventional Lincoln welder settings are on the right hand side or the lower left hand side, and gas production information is on the left hand side. Notice that BG2000. This machine is actually BG0001. Now that doesn't mean this was the first machine made. This was our first production machine. This is probably 8th generation. Effectively what you see there was ready in almost all of that configuration by 1986. That's the pressure cap where we have the differential pressure into the plenum, which is immediately behind the first sight glass, and the fill is on the rear to those 3 that you see across the top. He's pointing to it. The handle on the top is for gas additive. We can bubble it through hydrocarbons such as kerosene or other things and pick up a carburizing property to the flame itself. Carbonizing property to the flame itself. Used in different welding applications. There's a single hose he's pointing to. So this is AC and DC arc, negative and positive ground, which was function of the Lincoln welder. Selector switch that he's pointing at now. Settings, if you notice that kind of trapezoidal, inverted trapezoid to the right, that's the settings of the arc welder that's encased inside. Our 1500 has a stair step to that place where you can place your own welder. What we did find is when we used the 15,000 with the welder sitting on the floor, we ended up with about 15% less productivity. When we sat the heavily vibrating welder on top of the step, which occupies where those gauges are, it's an L shape to the 1500. The efficiency went up by somewhere in the neighborhood of 15%. And basically all we could come up with, the same welder, same everything, same settings, same current, was that it was vibrating the bubbles off of the 6 production cells horizontally, front to back, along the bottom as you see this machine there. So the L shape was about that same configuration, but we set the welder on the step and we got 15% better productivity. So you figured out that that's what we came up with, was it was actually assisting the bubbles with their release from the cell face surface.